Beforehand, I didn't know too much about UMass. I just knew it was a great school, had great history and a great tradition. And I just wanted to be a part of it. And then, doing my research, I realized who the coach was. And, after they started recruiting me and stuff like that, I started paying more attention to the team. And, it started to intrigue me a lot. And, Coach Kellogg, he gave me the realest pitch ever. And, he told me if I just come in and be myself and work hard, I would play. And, he didn't guarantee me any starting positions or anything. He just told me come in and work hard, and that's what I wanted to do.
I felt really good about not only his qualities on the floor, but also in talking to a lot of people, some of the qualities that he possessed, whether it was his leadership, his charisma, his character, and really his personality, that I thought would be a great fit here at UMass. Number one, thought he definitely could play here, a position that we needed. But two, he had a lot of the qualities that we look for in student athletes here at UMass.
He's always active, talking. You can tell when he's coming down the hall because he's yelling or rapping a song or something. Like he brings that positive energy, definitely something that we need before the games and halftime and the speeches and everything like that. I ain't really never have nobody like that when I was at Western Kentucky. It was more of like everybody was kind of like me, I say, not really talkative and stuff like that, and just bring it in and go out and play. Him, it's like he brings everybody in, he gives the game plan, and he just basically tell us what we gotta go out there and do. And we all listen to him, because at the end of the day, he's not telling us nothing wrong. He's telling us because he's trying to win the game just like everybody else is.
What has just playing point guard kind of taught you over the course of your life about being a leader and being that person?
It's going to be difficult. It's nothing easy. You take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. All the responsibility goes on you. That's just like a pitcher and a quarterback. I played quarterback at one time too, so I understand and understood, the importance of that position and the importance you are to the team. So, it was just all great to be, from a quarterback to a pitcher to even a point guard. So it was just great.
Before, we was kind of like a team with no quarterback. You know what I mean? So, I spent my first 2 years really with no quarterback. So we just kind of like tried to work, as a team like that. And then, when he came, it was kind of like a perfect time because he was what we needed. So we needed a point guard to come in. So everything was really set up for him,
He's a leader, a true-born leader, and we feed off him, and I definitely feed off of him as well.
It killed me, but my mom always told me, my sit-out chair can make me or break me, and I wanted it to make me. I didn't want it to break me, and I didn't want to fall by the wayside and people forget about me. So, every day I came into practice, I treated it like it was a game because that was my game, and I went hard, pushed the guys in front of me, and they eventually started to see that, and the next year coming in, I just wanted to keep working hard and be the best.
Well, here's what happened. In his sit-out year, I was excited because he brought a toughness, he brought a level of competitiveness every day in practice. I think he was definitely trying to show that he was going to help us transform this program and get us to the point that we all wanted to be at, which was an NCAA level team, a team that was competing for postseason play every year.
He brings it every day. When he took me under his wing when I first got here, my sit-out year, and he showed me how things is done, and now the year that I was able to play with him, it's just been probably one of the best experiences because playing with as far as one of the top guys that's in the country.
Like I said before, he's the perfect quarterback we needed. I came to this school because, I liked the style of play. It was a transition. DK said it, Coach Kellogg said it was going to be, a transition type offense. And, the first 2 years we really didn't have a point guard to push the ball like that. So with him coming here, he brought speed, he brought intensity, he brought, up and down more. So, I'm a transition player. I like to get out and run. So.
Some guys were here when we had 15 wins or 12 wins or whatever it might be. So Chaz was a big part of it because he was a kid that brought kind of a winning attitude. He was a leader that the guys followed immediately when he became eligible. But at the same token, he had some guys with him that had fought through some adversity, which I think helped him. It was a nice marriage, I would say, of some guys that were already here, of him being eligible, and also the program kind of making that next jump.
For my first year here, just trying to ask people to come to games, giving out little tickets at Burke, to now, it's being sold out, and students are even calling you now for tickets, knowing that they can go get their own. But it's just great to know that, you know, we came a long way and it's what we wanted to do. When we first got here, this is what we envisioned, and, you know, it's a blessing just to see it come to fruition. You know, he always wanted me to be a young man at a young age. I was just 9 and 8, and he's talking about me putting on a suit and tie, and I can remember myself being in my dad's room trying to put my tie on like he had his. So, you know, it's just all about growing up and building your character, and, you know, he built my character and helped shape me into who I am today. It gives me an extra drive, extra push. I'm not living for myself anymore. I'm living for my daughter. And before my daughter was born, you know, it was just like life. It's just life. But now she's born, she's here. It's this precious thing, and I never want to leave it. I just always want to be by her side. And, you know, I'm just blessed and thankful that, you know, I have a daughter and, you know, she's in my life the way she is.
His experience isn't the same as mine, but I mean, we can relate to it in sort of ways because, I mean, with his daughter and my twin brother being locked up, and we both talked about that a lot, and we both know what we want to accomplish, and we both said that, I mean, if we want to get to where we want to get to, we definitely gonna need each other, and like we kept that bond from day one because, I mean, at the end of the day, we both trying to eat, so, and provide for our families.
I think the biggest thing is, you know, he's got, the guys now have an utmost respect for him, both on and off the floor. I think he's become a better teammate, and when I say that, he's just better with his guys off the floor, of spending time with them. He's better on the floor, of making sure everybody feels involved. And he's really learned how to play the game in his 3 years here. He's become a better defender. But the biggest thing he's done is he's brought a winning kind of attitude towards his teammates and with his teammates, which is probably the best attribute that any player, and especially a point guard, can have.
You know, most importantly, he has brought more winning to the table, you know what I mean? Just, you know, with him stepping in this role, and, you know, it kind of made everything fit more perfectly.
The word legacy gets thrown around loosely a lot these days. Have you ever maybe stopped to think about what sort of your legacy is to this program?
Yeah. Realizing the other day that, you know, I could possibly be the all-time assist leader here, you know, made me think about a legacy. Something you can never take away. And winning titles would be something you can never take away either. So, you know, we're trying to do things that, you know, to help build our legacy and make it that much more memorable.
If there's one thing that you want people to remember about Chaz Williams when everything's said and done, what would it be?
Kid was just a winner and all-time assist leader.